What's up guys, Dylan from Veteran Aquatics here, and today I just wanted to talk about the plans that I have for this fish room. So as you can see, there's empty tanks, empty 75 over there. Got these two 125s and this 55 that I'm resealing right now. So the plans for the fish room. So this tank is getting resealed, that tank is getting resealed. I'm probably going to put this one where that tank is, and we're gonna put that up there. We're gonna set it up and we're gonna use that for a guppy fry tank. I have so many of them at this point that I need the extra tank space, right? So those 125s, those are exciting. I've been waiting a while to get those, and my girlfriend was kind enough to buy them for me for an early Christmas gift. So those are gonna go against that wall where the bed is now. The bed's going to get moved. And we're going to make a double 125 gallon tank stand. In one of those, my Jaguar cichlids are going to go. I haven't decided what's going in the second one yet. If you guys have any ideas of what you'd like to see go in that tank, let me know. One day I'll have a 300 gallon where I can fit arowanas in there, but one step at a time. So that's 75. I have to reinforce that stand a little bit. So that was actually supposed to go on the bottom, but the trim of the tank doesn't allow for it to fit. It's an older tank. So what I'm going to do instead, I have a 90 gallon tall that I'm going to put underneath there, and that's going to be an angelfish tank. I've got 3 pearlescent angels, 2 koi angels, and I'm working on getting some others. But I'm going to set that up. It's going to be a really nice, densely planted tank, and I'm really excited to get that set up. Those 220 gallons have guppies and guppy fry in them. The one down there is currently holding the angels. The 55 down here has my Jaguar cichlids. That 10 gallon there on the bottom has celestial pearl danios. The one up top has some older guppy fry. That 5 gallon underneath it houses 2 male betas. And behind that 10 gallon, you might not be able to see it, but there is another male beta back there. So for these 125s, I have the canister filters for it. So filtration is already set up. I am going to need to get some lights. Like I said in my DIY lids video, I like these 48-inch LED shop lights. Like I said, they're only about $20, and they're really bright. They're nice, and they grow plants as long as they're not anything crazy. I have some crypts, some Amazon swords, some Java moss. I think that's about it, honestly. But so those are the plants for this. Now here is my router, stuff like that. I actually have a nice 38 gallon bow front tank that I'd like to put there. Maybe I'll use it for an angelfish fry tank, or maybe we'll do something else with it. I haven't decided yet. I have a bunch of tanks. I need to get a bunch of stands built. Lots of painting, lots of resealing, lots of scaping, lots of sand. And while we're on the subject of sand and setting up new tanks, so I wanted to talk about what I use for substrate in my cichlid tank. So you guys see it's nice black sand. That is actually blasting sand. It's black diamond blasting sand. It's actually charcoal. You can get that in the United States, if you're watching this, at any Tractor Supply. It's like $8 a bag for 50 pounds. The 55 took me about 40 pounds. The other 55 will take 40 pounds, 75 gallon, about 45 pounds. I like a little bit thicker substrate on the bigger tank. And for like the 125, since it's a 6-foot tank with the 18-inch width versus the 12-inch width of the 55s, that's probably going to take a good 100 pounds. But it's so cheap. All you have to do, you have to rinse it really well. It's got a lot of charcoal dust. I rinsed it for a couple of hours. I put 2 bags in a big old clear tote, stuck the hose down on the bottom of it. Every 20 minutes I'd go stir it up with my hand, make sure all the black soot was getting out of there. But it's completely aquarium safe. It looks great. It's kind of this nice, here I have some dry sand over here in the 55. It's this real nice, almost shiny black substrate. and it looks great. The cichlid light isn't very bright, only because they don't like it. They like a dimmer tank. But yeah, it's great stuff if you like black for your substrate. If you like white sand, you can go to Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot, and just get pool sand, pool filter sand. Again, you have to rinse it very, very well. It's got a lot of dust and stuff in it. You cannot just dump that in your aquarium. But again, fill a 5-gallon bucket with it, stick the hose down there, move it around with your hands every so often until it runs nice and clear. Drain all the water out, and then you're good to go with it. I just prefer black sand over white sand. It's just a preference. At some point, all of these tanks are going to be painted black on the back, so you'll have the nice black substrate along with the nice black background. It makes the fish stand out. You know, I have a lot of really colorful fish. The guppies, the angelfish, even the CPDs are really pretty, and against the black background, it'll really make them pop out nice. So that's kind of it for the plans, guys. If you're wondering what I use for filtration for the smaller tanks, it's all of it's sponge filters. I bought them from Aquarium Co-op. They're relatively inexpensive, you know, less than $10 for the largest ones they have. The 55, I run 2 of them, 20 gallons, 30, 10s, they each have a single one in there. It runs off an air pump. It does a great job of sucking up all the debris, making the tank nice and clean. Alright guys, if you like this, if it helped you in any way, gave you any sort of interesting information, if you're excited to see what this fish room turns into, I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe. You know, the subs help me a ton. I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm trying to grow this community. I want to be able to help as many people as possible. I want to give them ideas for their own tanks. I want to show you, how you can do things the most inexpensive way, the most effective way, and yourself, so you don't have to worry, about leaking aquariums. You don't have to throw them out. Or you don't want to go out and buy $50 worth of colorful gravel for your 20-gallon tank. You don't want to go out and spend $100 on a stand. I'm going to show you guys how to build all that stuff. It's all DIY stuff. That's really important. It saves a lot of money. This can be a really, really expensive hobby if you let it. It can also be a relatively affordable hobby if you know what you're doing, you do your research, and you learn how to do this stuff. I don't have anything crazy as far as tools goes. Regular handheld stuff, drills, circular saw, razor blades, nothing crazy, right? Everything I'm using is stuff that you guys should have, and if you don't, you can get it relatively inexpensively from any home improvement store, or even Walmart. Amazon probably has them for a pretty good price as well. So again, guys, if you liked it, if this helped you out, go ahead, like and subscribe. Again, this is Dylan from Veteran Aquatics. I hope you all have a great day.